Good evening, Troy United Boys Water Polo players and families. I just want to do a quick end of season video for you to wrap up a few things, make sure that we were all on the same page, make sure that nothing's been lost. First of all, thanks for playing. I think we pushed through a significantly degraded season for a number of reasons, all relating back to COVID, but we made it through, and congratulations to all of you for doing that. I want to do end of season chats with all the boys. It's optional, but I'd love it if you join me on Zoom. We'll do our first ones Wednesdays and Thursdays, and or this Wednesday, this Thursday, and we will schedule more days if we need them. If you just, there's a link on the team website you click on to do a sign up genius, and you just join me on Zoom. I'll ask you what you're doing in the summer. I'll ask you what your athletic goals are for next year, what your athletic plans are for next year. Talk about if you thought you met your goals this year. Just an informal chat, just to kind of put the season to bed and look forward to the next season. So please sign up and join me. Again, optional, but I'd love to talk to you. The biggest question I'm being asked is the boys' season next year, will it be fall or spring? Now, traditionally, it has always been in the fall. This last season, the year was moved to the spring for COVID reasons. Now, Michigan Water Polo Association is going to make a final decision whether to keep it in the spring or move it back to the fall. I have a coaches meeting tomorrow night, Monday night, where we'll talk about it, and then the following Monday we'll get together and we will vote, and after that vote, the decision will be cast. So I won't know anything for another week and a half, and then as soon as I know, I'll let you know, and that's what will happen next year. Both the spring and fall are options, and we will just have to go with whatever the Michigan Water Polo Association coaches all vote for. Also, questions about off-season camps. University of Michigan is typically the camp our players have gone to. It's a great camp, and they've been very successful there. I'd encourage you to go. Problem is, I don't yet know if they're going to occur this year. So I will, when I know, I'll post them on our website and send it out on Man if, in fact, they are available. Camps are a great way to get better. That's really, there's no substitute for spending a week being coached by a college coach. And we really encourage younger players to go. If you go after your freshman year, then you have 3 full seasons to learn, into play what you've learned. If you go after your sophomore year, you have 2 seasons to put into play what you've learned. So if you go early, it's going to set your tone for your water polo career to be very successful. So I strongly encourage folks to do that. As for other off-season playing opportunities, there won't be anything in the summer here. Actually, back to the summer, a number of pools have contacted me saying, "Hey, we'd love we need lifeguards, and water polo players make great lifeguards." So I have a number of job opportunities for people. Please contact me if you don't have a summer job yet. I can hook you up. It's a good job. You're out in the summer, you get to hang out with other aquatic people, and it's a lot of fun. So please let me know if you don't have. If you're looking for a job, I can hook you up. As I said, we won't have really any water polo playing this summer, unless, of course, in the fall, if they move the season to the fall, we'll do off-season training. But typically, if it stays in the spring, then we won't really start up again until fall. And in fall, we'll have some low-key playing opportunities, maybe once a week up at the school. We'll do scrimmages. Of course, the boys will not be in swim season in the fall. And then we'll go into the winter, and the boys will be in swim season. I'll continue off-season workouts with the girls. I would hope anyone that played this year will be swimming next year. If you have concerns about swimming, or if you feel like you could try out but not make the team, let me know. I'd be happy to talk to the swimming coach and say, "Hey, I coach this kid. He showed up every practice, worked as hard as he could. Even if his time isn't where you think it ought to be at the tryout session, I recommend you keep this kid. He's going to progress, and sometimes that will help." So let me know if you have concerns about that. And of course, that won't be until after fall, but something to think about. I think that we have delivered everyone's team gear from the boys' team. I think there's one team shirt, Lewandowski. You still have your team shirt. If there's anyone else that thinks they need a team shirt and didn't pick it up at the banquet, let me know. Jack, I have yours. I'll do a porch drop-off at some point of that. All state certificates, those actually academic all state certificates, they are produced by Michigan Water Polo Association, and they're picked up at the state tournament. So the Seaholm coach who's going to be there has been kind enough to offer to pick them up for us. So they will pick them up, and we will have to gain access to them when they get back. And once I get them, then I'll just start doing some porch drop-offs, and because those certificates are important, and I want to make sure that you get those. Speaking of certificates, the banquet was a little crazy with the cold weather and the windstorm that came in. So I don't actually know if there were any problems with the certificates. I don't think the players were able to check them. I don't even know really who got their certificates. We weren't able to pick up the certificates from the schools until the day of, so we really didn't even get a chance to go through them before the banquet, because we were busy doing the setup and the food and all that. So having said that, I want to make sure those are accurate. So please, there's a link on our website to click onto if you have any problems, if there's any misspellings, or if you didn't get a certificate that you think you should have gotten, or if you just wonder if you should have gotten a certificate, go to that link, fill it out. It's a Google form that will present it to me in an organized fashion. I can go through and then go back to the schools and get certificates, corrected certificates, or replacement for missing certificates. Make sure that you just fill that form out if you have any, and if you just have questions, there's a place on that format for you to note your questions, or a place on that form for you to note questions. So please go ahead and do that. I think I hit off-season or end-of-season interviews at the beginning, but I don't know that I told you to sign up. There's a Sign Up Genius on the team web page. Just go to there and sign up, and so we can have that conversation. And I have a number of people asking me about numbers and the letters, so I want to give you a quick explanation of what's going on with that. The first high school sport that you play, at the end of that, your first season, you get a numerals. The numeral is the year that you graduate, so this would have been for a senior. And the idea of the numeral is typically it's been sewn on the shoulder of your varsity jacket or leather sweater, or put in a shadow box, however you want to do it. But you get one of these for your high school career, and it's typically given to you after the first season that you complete. So if you completed the season and don't have a set of numerals, let me know, again on that form, so that I can make sure I get them for you. If you lettered and don't have a letter yet, same thing, put it on the form. You receive one letter for your athletic career that's after the first season where you earn the letter. So if you earned a letter, if you have a certificate that says you earned a letter but you did not get the fabric letter, let me know on that form, I'll get it to you. But again, you get one of these. So if you earned one in swimming, you don't get another one for water polo. This is just to indicate that you are a lettered athlete. Now this is obviously the Athens letter. There's a Troy letter. If you go to International Academy East, if you live in Troy boundaries, you get a T. If you live in Athens boundaries or outside of the school district, you get an A. So I hope that wraps up, answers those questions. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I'm available on text or call. Thanks.